Tripathi, and today we are going to discuss about identification of host proteins predictive of early stage Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection. It's a research paper where many scientists were involved to identify the host protein, and they were also trying to test the early detection of Mycobacterium bacterium. Before heading towards the research paper and what all they did, I would like you to introduce the main key points of this research paper and why we are doing this. TB, which is also known as tuberculosis, remains a global health challenge. It is because approximately 10 million new cases arise annually and around 1.5 million deaths occur every year, which is a serious cause. Latent TB infection, also known as LTBI, affects around one-third of the world's population. Current diagnosis tools such as TST and IgRA have limitations in identifying recent infections. Early detection of Mycobacterium bacterium infection is crucial for effective TB control. The main background of this research paper evolves around LTBI prevalence, which is approximately affecting one-third of the population. The major challenge is differentiating recent and remote infections, identifying individuals with higher risk of progressive to active TB. The risk factor progression involves recent infection within 2 years, HIV co-infection and immunosuppression. The need for improvement for diagnosis tools to identify recently infected individuals to predict progressive risk and to guide targeted predictive therapy. The research objective is divided into two parts, majorly primary aim and secondary aim. The primary aim of this whole research paper was to identify blood-based protein biomarkers for early stage Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection. The secondary aim of this research paper was to develop a diagnosis tool to identify recent Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection in infected individual, predict who is at the higher risk for developing active tuberculosis and determining who would most likely to be benefit from preventive therapies. It also helped to gain an insight into host response during early Mycobacterium infection. Methodology. The main methods used during this study was, first of all, they designed up the study where they decided to do it in Uganda, a country where high TB burdens are there. The whole study was coherent and it was done under a community health study. The participants were taken were TB patients and their household contacts under the age of 12 and above. The HIV negative patients were also taken. The sample collection were made through plasma and serum specimens. The laboratory technique used here was MS, which is also known as mass spectrometry, coupled with multiple reaction monitoring, MRMMS. The study phase was later on distributed as discovery phase and verification phase. The discovery phase was cross-sectional analysis of 104 subjects, and the verification phase was longitudinal study from 52 subjects and independent validation set of 16 subjects. The data analysis were protein expression comparison across groups, which were non-infected, TST converters, which were recently infected, and latent TB infection, which was LTBI, and active TB. The statistic analysis were done through multivariable logistic regression. Result. When we talk about result of this overall research paper, we got to know 289 statistically significant differential expressed protein were identified. The key finding through this research paper were extension of host protein changes associated with infection progression. The early infection linked to changes in inflammation and immune response, also lipid metabolism. The widespread change occurred during active TB. The protein associated with cellular immunity and lipid metabolism induced early after Mycobacterium tuberculosis infection. 159 proteins selected from targeted mass spectrometry assay. Verification study. Verification study was done under verification 1 and verification 2. In verification 1, the longitudinal analysis of 54 initial TST negative subjects were done, out of which 37 converted to TST positive, 15 remained TST negative. The multivariates of logistic regression identified protein panel predicting TST conversions. The high performance panel achieved cross-validating AUC higher than 0.85. The verification stage 2, where independent validation set of 16 subjects were done and confirmed performance of selected protein panels were done. The major key finding during this research were host response progression, early infection marker, lipid metabolism, and temporal changes. Host response progression, which was gradual increase in protein changes from early infection to active TB. The early infection markers, specific changes in inflammation, immune response, and lipid metabolism. Lipid metabolism uniquely affected early in Mycobacterium infection, initially increased, then reversed during active disease. Temporal changes, inflammation and immune response protein peaked at TST conversion. The cellular movement and tissue repair protein remain elevated longer. The predictive protein panel, for example, high performing 6 protein panels were there, in which C-type lectin domain family 3 member B. The tissue remodeling was used. Extracellular matrix protein 1, where the tissues development and remodeling were done. Insulin-like growth factor binding protein complex acid labile subunit were used for cell migration and adhesion. The insulin-like growth factor binding protein 3 were seen for cell proliferation. Similarly, L-selectin was be seen for cell migration and adhesion and leukocyte homing. Von Willebrand factor was also seen for coagulation, vascular repair, and inflammation modulation. The biological relevance of this predictive protein panel were to represent key process in early host response to Mycobacterium infection and to combine markers of tissue for remodeling, cell migration, and inflammation. The major discussion throughout this research paper was significantly for the findings of first to study and to identify protein signatures predicting TST conversions. Second was to provide insights into early host response to Mycobacterium infection. The third major significant finding was potential for improved targeted preventive therapies. The protein clinical applications like rapid identification of recently infected people, elimination of need for follow-up testing of TB contacts, and prediction of treatment response and relapse risk. The insights into host pathogen interaction, where early activation of lipid metabolism pathway was seen and temporal changes in immune response proteins were seen. Overall, the strength of this review paper was research paper was well characterized, protective, prospective, coherent, where use of advanced proteomics techniques were seen and the validation in independent sample set. But the limitation of this research paper was majorly single coherent study in high tuberculosis incident setting, exclusion of high HIV positive individuals. Earlier we discussed about the patients, we saw they took HIV negative individuals. So they excluded HIV positive individuals, which lacked us to know and study about how it will affect HIV positive individuals. Relatively, they took a smaller sample size in verification phase, which they could have increased for the much more authenticity and validation. Overall, the conclusion of this paper was a successful identified peripheral blood protein signature predictive of TST conversions. The small panel of hosts can predict recent Mycobacterium infection with high accuracy, which is AUC greater than 0.85. The findings provide new insights into early host response to Mycobacterium infection. The potential for significant impact on TB control strategies, where early detection, more targeted application, and improved understanding of disease progression were done. They demonstrate the power of proteomics approach in infectious disease research was also be seen during this research paper. Further validation required before clinical implementations. The future research direction through this research paper can be validation study, longitudinal study, treatment response, assay development, integration with other biomarkers, mechanism studies, comparative studies, economic impact analysis, where diverse population with low TB incidence, HIV positive patients and different ethnicities and pediatric population can be also involved. The correlation of biomarker with progressive to active TB can be studied. Prediction and monitoring of treatment outcomes, standardized and optimized for clinical use. Head-to-head comparison with current diagnosis and cost-effective biomarker-based screening can be done. The key learning through this PPT was host response to Mycobacterium infection is dynamic and state-specific. Early infection markers detectable before TST conversions. The lipid metabolism plays a crucial role in early Mycobacterium infection. Potential for personalized medicine approach in TB can be seen. Importance of longitudinal study in biomarker discovery and proteomic study offer valuable insights into infectious disease pathogens. Overall, the people involved during the study were Uganda Case Study Western Reserve University Research Collaboration, National Tuberculosis and Leprosis Program, Tuberculosis Research Unit, Case Western Reserve University. The funding of this overall research paper was made by National Institute of Health, which is NIH, and National Institute of Allergy and Infectious Disease, which is NIAID. Thank you so much for giving your time and listening to my presentation. Thank you.